Hey, welcome to the World News Now.
Our first story brings us to our home soil. Here in the United States, companies are switching to a different kind of protein. This protein comes from bugs, like crickets. This new idea is meant to help reduce the environmental effects of raising cattle and reduce the health risks involved in eating meat. Insect farmers plan to include mealworms on their farms as well. Soy protein is another item on the to-do list. Scientists are also trying to make a lab-grown burger. The first burger is expected to cost $325,000.
Over in South Africa, Oscar Pistorius was getting ready for his prison release, nearly 2 years after he murdered his supermodel girlfriend. He was sentenced for 5 years, but is now being let go for house arrest. In a few weeks, the Supreme Court of Appeal will be hearing his case. There is a possibility he can go back to prison.
In Israel, an Eritrean migrant was mistaken for a terrorist at a bus stop. A security guard shot the man and a mob later beat him. The security guard thought he was a part of an Arab attack at the central bus station who had opened fire on Israel's. His shot sent at least 11 people to the hospital. The mistaken migrant later died in the hospital.
A typhoon Kopu hit the northern Philippines in the city of Cabanatuan City on Sunday, October 18th. Packing winds of 100 miles per hour at its peak has sent thousands of Filipinos seeking refuge inland. This typhoon is the strongest and it is in its highest category and has already brought misery to thousands. The hurricane triggered many landslides and massive flash floods, killing 9 people thus far. The strength of this hurricane forced people to clamber on top of rooftops and await rescue. The expected damage will take a long time to repair.
Police are investigating a man who mysteriously died on airline Aer Lingus at 24 years old. The flight was set to go from Portugal to Ireland. He became short-fused and later became violent while on the flight. When the flight landed, people realized he was unconscious, and when medical staff checked him out, he was pronounced dead. The cause of death is currently unknown.
That's all for this week's episode.
Make sure to tune in next week for more.
Subscribe!